Hi folks, here we are back again, and we only gave you half the equation last week, so now we're going to give you the full equation. So this is the other part of it. We've got to go yin-yang. So when you do cool colors, which we've already talked about, next you have to know about warm colors. Now warm colors are the ones that just make your painting pop. They're the ones that if you put against the cool, they're going to go whoa, and they're in your face and you go whoo, that is gorgeous. And you're actually looking at the warm colors. When you say that, you'll never look at cool colors and say, oh, that's gorgeous. Never. It'll be the warm colors, okay, that you look at. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do warm colors. Now, warm colors to buy, if you want to do just the 3 colors, which I applaud you to do that because I started out that way. It's a great way to learn before you start buying a bunch of odds and ends, is to stick to the same color. All your alizarins, they're called alizarin red. So the red is alizarin. This one is a naphthol red, light, and it's a bit warmer just by the look of it. Okay, if you want to get a real good close-up on that, it's got a bit of orangey in it. It's a bit warmer, so it looks like a fire engine. Yes. Okay, so your warm red is going to look like tomatoes, fire engines. It's got that little bit of warmth in it. Okay, and the yellow is usually a cad yellow. Cadmium yellow is always warm, the cad one is a bit more opaque. It's quite a thick color. It's really warm. It's beautiful for doing, like, if you want to do sunflowers or things like that. It'll just make your sunflower pop, is that cad yellow. This one here is the just called yellow medium azo. I haven't heard of that color before. And this is by Liquitex. And you can see the bottle real close. Looks like sunshine. When we're looking at yellow, warm yellow, it looks like sunshine. I tend to compare it to lemons. If you look at lemons in the store, okay, and they're really fresh, the lemons, they look like this.
They're bright, yeah.
They're not bright, they're pale. They're soft and pale.
Yeah.
When they get older, they go yellower and yellower and yellower, and that's cool and that's warm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so look at that. It's quite a difference.
Yeah.
Now if you squint, that warm one should pop out. Like they're right equal beside each other,
yeah.
But if you squint, that your warm yellow should pop out,
yes.
Even
yeah.
on camera. So let's, you can try that. Okay, so that's our yellows. So we're going to do. We got the blue. Put that one away. Get out warm today. I'm using warm. I was going to use the cad yellow, and I might get some of that cad out too, just to show you the difference. And then this is the warm red. And the blue, you can use a Prussian blue. Phthalo blue. I don't really like phthalo blue, but yeah, phthalo blue is warm. But not ultramarine or cobalt. Those two stay away from, or add a bit of yellow to them and you'll warm them up. But phthalo blues, Prussian blue, some of the blues. This is kind of like a Delft. I think of a Delft blue. The Delft blue has kind of got that softness. So it's not a harsh blue like this one. That is a cool, harsh, icy blue. This one is warm. So it's got a bit of warmth. It's almost like, I think of Holland.
Yes, yes.
When I see this color, if you can get that really, really close, it looks a bit like the Holland, that softness. It's got that soft blue. It's like a denim, like a soft denim blue.
Yes.
Okay, a denim has a softness to it. So that's what we're using. And that'll be our light blue, our warm blue. See the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So those are our 3 colors. We can start with the yellow. Remember, pure yellow goes on the brush. And put it on the square. You can either one. Yeah, nice to have the 2 harshest beside each other.
Yeah.
And I can even give you a little bit of that cad yellow. It'd even be warmer than that. I just bought this the other day. Moldings and more have now paints. So I bought a cad. It's a different brand. I've never seen this brand before. Try Art. They carry, this is their brand, but I'll show you the difference. Look at the cat. Look at that.
Wow.
Look how yellow this one is.
Yeah.
Look how warm that is.
Oh my goodness.
It's really warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that cad's really nice. So if you want to do those sunflowers, you want them warm. The thing is, with out of a tube, you want to make sure you spritz it. It'll dry up on you real fast.
Okay.
Okay, that's that spritzing. Little trick, okay?
Okay.
Lighten up the color now. Lighten it up. Take your paint off a little bit on the paper towel. Let a bit more water in it. We're not using white, remember, today, because that changes the tone, changes the color sometimes even. It's nice and light. You might need a little bit more color on that, just a wee bit. Or go over it a few times maybe, that might work. We want it looking different than that one. Take a little bit of this cad, just a touch of it, hardly any, and it'll warm it up. Oh, that's hardly, you put one bristle on there.
We like that. We like to make things last. Okay. I'm not used to
Yeah,
it.
just go over,
Like that.
yeah, just try to get it, warm it up. There you go, not too much of it. Don't go over, keep going, that's it, don't go, keep going over, that's it. Yeah, you can,
Oh, nice.
okay, wash your brushes off. And now we're going to do the red. This is our nice warm fire engine red, which is like a cad. You can get cad red too. It's beautiful. I like cad red. It's a nice tone. So cad is always warm. And cad is always opaque. So when I say opaque, I'm talking about you can't really see much through it. What you want to look for in the store is when you see paint in the store, especially Golden, the brand Golden. I want to show you something here. You'll always see that, those 3 little black lines on the bottle, and then they paint over it. So what they do is you use pure black, like a felt pen or something, and you can do that yourself. Get a permanent marker, put a line, and then put your paint across it. See if the line shows through.
Oh.
I've done a whole page of those to get all my colors to see if they're opaque or transparent.
Okay.
And that'll determine if your paint is transparent or opaque. Now it's very important to know that because, and you can get a template and make it like this.
Right.
Just do a felt pen, put your paints across it, put the label on, the name, and that'll tell you if it's opaque or transparent.
Okay.
Okay? The reason for that is because when you do color on top of color, which you can do, you can get like a glow, almost like you can get with oil paint. If you do a real thin coat, and that's why I'm getting you to do this just plain water. If you use a real nice thin coat with your paint and really, really thin, lots of water on it, it's called glazing. And we go over it, we let it dry. We go over it again, we let it dry. We go over it again, let it dry. And then you get all these sort of light glazes on top, and it gives you a glow. Similar to oil, which it takes time, it takes a lot of patience, but if you know which ones are transparent, you never put an opaque on top, right? Does that make sense, right? That's common sense.
Exactly.
So you want to save your transparents for on top and put your opaque on the bottom. Okay, and then more transparent. The more transparent they are, the better it is. You're going to do glazing with transparents. Okay.
Because otherwise you're just going to hide everything.
Exactly. So you got it there. Yeah, you can do a little bit more if you want on that. Yeah, you got a little bit more paint. Yeah, go over it a bit more. Yeah, just bring some warmth out of there. There you got it. You got it warm now. Good. Okay, you wash your paints off. You got the red done. How come yours looks oranger than hers? How come? Look how orange that looks. Look how warm that is. See, compared to the red, how warm it is?
Yeah, and we use the same color.
Yeah. Gee.
Maybe is it something in your brush?
And it's good paint. It's golden, so.
Is it the amount though? Maybe
Could be the
is
amount.
Yours heavier and mine's thinner.
No, yours is heavier.
Yeah, mine's heavier.
Yeah, she's got less. You got less. Yeah. Okay, that's all right. So let's try the blue. You're going to see quite a difference in this blue. It's a nice soft blue, this one. Okay, for those of you, okay, I'll do this after. Isn't that like they call it like a Copenhagen blue, or I think there's different names, Prussian, Copenhagen, Delft, different names they use to this. But you can tell by just the bottle. You don't have to worry about getting how names. I'm kind of a technical person, so I do like remember names. But don't get hung up on names. Just look at the bottom of your bottle. It really does help when you look at the bottom. I'm going to show you this after, so don't look at this now. So no peeky. That's beautiful blue. It's a beautiful blue. Less water. Lighten it up. These boys are working again today. It's a Wednesday again. But they're gone now. They're finished. I didn't have to pay them. See, they just went. They just take off. A little bit more on that. You got it. A little bit too light. A little bit more blue. Just a touch. Don't rub it off. A bit more blue. Yeah. Just a bit more blue. Yeah, put it right on the paper. Get that blue on there. Yeah, no, a bit more blue. Yeah, don't rub it off. There you go. There you go. I think you're going on the watery part, and that's just doing it. See how this is water over here?
Yeah.
Go over here where the paint is.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too much now. You have to wipe that off now. Just a little bit. There you go. There you go. Good. That's very good. Look, it looks like denim.
Yes.
Eh?
Yeah. It does it.
Let's call it denim blue. Everybody likes denim. Okay. You can even get some men to paint if you call it denim.
Yes.
Nice masculine word. And I know in the clothing business, you never call a red shirt for men a red shirt. You call it brick.
Oh.
A brick color. Oh, then they'll buy it. Okay, now we're going to do our combinations. Now we're going to make our green. So our green is, again,
Blue and yellow.
blue and yellow. Okay.
Not more yellow, a little bit.
Yep. You can use this cat if you like, nice warm cat. Let's use this now that I've taken it. Don't want to waste it. Yeah, use more of that. A little bit of blue. Remember, we're going to make brown after, so don't be afraid to take a little bit more. Don't let it dry up on you. We're going to make that brown one day. One day over the rainbow. And then when you get a nice green that you like, nice green. You need more red in that, no yellow in that. That's not your warm yellow in there. Make it nice and warm. That's it. That's very good. It's going to be a dark lime, like a dark limey green, because lime is warm. Yeah, it's like an olive. Olive is warm. Olive green is warm, very warm. Yeah. So olive green, almost a camo, like a camo, camo green, olive green. What else would be a nice warm green? Like an army. I think an army. Well, army is using the bluer greens nowadays, but years ago, when my dad was actually in World War II, their green was a bit more of a army. That army green was warmer. Yeah. Nowadays they put blue in it, and they have like a It's like an ugly blue color to their green. It's not even natural. I don't know why they use it, because if you have to blend in with trees, folks, duh. These army guys, yeah, they shouldn't be using so much. Well, they're using cool because they. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, now I'm talking myself into it. They're using cool green to blend in more, right? And not stand out.
Cools will blend in.
Exactly, and they'll scale back. Exactly. So maybe they're smarter than I thought they were. Okay, take it all back. Take it all back. They're smart.
An accident on their part.
It could have been just a lucky guess, or they had an artist helping them create their camo. Okay, so that's green. Now we're going to wash our brushes. You got really good there. It's awesome. Wash your brush up, and we're going to do now an orange, which is again combination of.
Red and yellow.
That's right. You're gonna say these. You know what? You're gonna say these in your sleep. You're gonna wake up in the middle of the night going, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. I had a dream. I combined.
This helps too.
You're using the cheat sheet. Oh.
I have a cheat sheet.
Okay.
You get to answer the next three. I've thought about warm and cool. Try and learn the difference between them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So
red and yellow.
and yellow. So orange is like a real orange, like a pumpkin is a nice warm orange. It's beautiful. You got it right there. You got it.
Okay, don't put the yellow
Don't.
in.
You got. Oh,
I thought maybe a little more yellow.
I thought. Okay, I thought you had yellow in there. It looks
Yeah,
orangey.
no, I do.
Oh, I don't.
I just,
You got it. You got it. A bit more yellow. Use this. Oh yeah, use that up.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it now. Perfect. Lovely orange. Nice orange. Okay. Yeah. Nice pumpkins. Do any of you take your kids to the pumpkin maze, to the corn maze?
I know mine are. Although I know my granddaughter probably. My daughter would like to take the granddaughter, but she's only 16 months.
Oh, that's a bit young.
Little bit young.
And even when I found our grandchildren were like, say, I don't know, 8, 9 years old, they didn't like it.
Really?
They got scared. Yeah. Get some water in your brush. Away you go. Keep going.
My grandchildren are in Manitoba.
Ah. Do you have any grandchildren close by?
Just the one.
Ah.
Like I say, and she's just 16 months.
Good. That's nice. Well, it's too much water. So just get some more. Yeah. Don't. Yeah, you're wiping it off. Okay. No. A little bit more paint. Not hardly any. Just touch it, and go right onto your paper. There you go. Yeah, use that. Yeah, it'll spread. It'll spread. Yeah. Push it around. There you go. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, you can do a wee bit of yellow on that. Put a wee bit of yellow on right on top. Oh gosh, when I say wee bit, you sure go a wee bit.
I do. A wee bit more.
There's a wee bit. There you go. There you go. Good. Okay, wash it up.
That's going to be us having to squeeze little dots because we don't use enough of that.
Yeah. Okay. Next color.
Purple.
How do you make purple, folks? Oh, you did it without looking. Good for you. Okay, let's make it up.
Okay.
Blue and red. Make sure you don't go into your orange. Got to do lots of red. You got all blue there. Lots of red. Don't be afraid. There you go. Remember, blue is stronger, so use more red than blue. Oops, that's my boob. It's okay, it felt good. It's that nurturing quality, you know? Heart to heart. Us women like to hug. Heart to heart, right?
Yes. I look brown.
How'd you get that? Use your worm. Use more, yeah, I think you used too much blue. Just take your bread, okay, and take a little bit of that blue and go beside it. So you're not using so much blue. There you go. Now you got it now. That's good.
That one okay?
Yep, it's great. That's perfect. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Rich color. Now each brand is going to be slightly different. You're not going to get the same color. If you did this chart today and used a different brand of paint and you get their primary colors, unfortunately, you can get a little bit different. Remember, every color in this whole world is made from 3 colors.
Right.
So you go to a paint store at Benjamin Moore, you go to a paint store at General Paint, you go to a paint store at Cloverdale Paint, and you ask for a primary blue. I know Rona used to carry quarts of primary blue, primary yellow, and primary red.
Oh.
And I loved it because I did murals on the side of buildings. And that's what I used. And then I just took a gallon of white paint and I made my own colors. And but every brand is going to have their own, what they call primary. And it will be primary, some won't. A little hint for a paint store, if you're ever painting your wall, they have their wheel, right? Their wheel of paints.
Right.
Those are supposed to be primary, or they're sub-primary, but they're pretty pure, okay? But they'll have, so what you want to do when you, especially get these pastel tones for your walls nowadays,
Yes.
okay, and you think, and you get a light on, and all of a sudden your wall looks green at night, and you think, how the heck did I get green?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's because brown has green in it, brown has red in it, so that means all 3 colors are in brown. So if you get a beige or a cream, it could be yellow cream, it could be a pinky cream, it'd be a brown cream, it could be on the taupey side. So the problem is with wall paints, it's so watered down, and there's so much more under stuff in there. So when you see their gallon of paint of white you start with, and they take it over there, and they put these squirt of this, and they put a squirt of that, and they put a squirt of that, and they twirl it around, they put a squirt of that.
Yeah.
I think, what the heck am I getting? I still come out with cream, but what is going to be the tone when that light goes on at night or that sunshine shines on the window? It's going to be different.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with our paints nowadays, and especially our wall paints. Every company has their own names, their own brands. Okay, brown. I thought I would give you a treat today. You guys know how to make brown. If you don't know how to make brown, everybody out there, you watch the other video, the first one, then you'll know how to make brown. But today we're giving these girls a treat. So I like this color of brown. It's a warm brown, and I use it a lot. It's called burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is pretty broad-based. Most brands is going to be called burnt sienna. It's a pretty basic color, and it's a warm tone. The cool, there it is there in the pot. Okay. It's it's got a lot of reds. It's got warmth to it. It's not cool. It's like a rust, a warm rust, right? Now, if I used a cool brown, there's several cool browns. There's your, can't remember the name now. It's just left me. I use it a lot. This is really dry, so I have to use a lot of water with it. My spritzer right there beside you. Thanks. I'm going to spritz it. Now you can take that pure right there, girls, and put it in your paper. Oh, raw sienna. Raw sienna is a cooler form of burnt sienna. And then you get your umbers. There's another color called umber, raw umber. Your umbers are, I can't remember now. Well, it depends actually what brand they are. So I won't say if they're warm or cool. But what you do is when you, we'll just get this finished and then we'll talk about that. When you get to a paint store, you just take your 2 colors and put them beside each other, and you'll know which one's warm. It'll pop out. Squint a little bit, and it'll pop out. Yeah, just a little bit of water. Tone it down. Tone it down a bit. Beautiful. Perfect. This is nice for wood, eh? If you want to get like a nice wooden barn or a wagon, that's what I'm trying to think of doing next. One of my paintings is doing like an old wagon in front of a barn. And I use a lot of sepia. Sepia is another nice dark. That's a cooler brown as sepia. And some people paint only in sepia.
Yeah.
Some people nowadays are using coffee. Did I mention that last week?
Yes.
About coffee?
I've seen that. Using coffee.
Okay, so you're done. Do you want to show everybody your paints there, your beautiful chart there? You got it complete.
There we is.
Now you can hole punch it and put it into your binder, and that's your secondary sheet there. Very good. Thank you very much. I'm going to show you a little trick here, folks. When you go to buy a color, now this is the purple here. Okay, you just look at the bottom of the bottle, and you can see warm and cool. Now, hopefully, you'll guess that that's warm and that's cool. Okay, I'll show you on the paper quickly. Oops, I don't have to do that. I just squirt it out. Okay, wash your brush up. Sorry. Right in front of you here. Big difference.
Wow, yes.
Big difference. And that's just the pure color. So this is cool,
Yeah.
and this is warm. Now squint. Now I know this is darker. It kind of tends to show up more. We'll do this one darker too. So even Steven. There we go. Okay, now that warm one should show up more than that one. That should look, this is, when I'm squinting, this is setting back.
Yeah.
This is coming forward.
Yeah.
This is more prominent. It's more inviting. It's more welcoming.
Yeah.
This is cooler.
Yeah.
Sets back a bit. So there's your shadow, and there's your front. So if you're doing grapes, you put some of these on top, you put some of these at the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if you're doing shadows,
Right.
your top of your grape would be hitting the sunshine. Your top of the grape's this color, and the bottom of your grape is that color.
Yeah.
There you go, everybody. It's wine season. This is the time to paint grapes. Do some little circles. You can get all kinds of circles. You can use anything for a circle. You can use this for circle, this for circle, anything you have in your house. Do a bunch of circles, okay? Put an arrow where your light source is coming in, okay? Do all the tops in the light purple and the bottoms in the dark purple. And you'll get like a circle. It'll actually look like a round ball. We'll do that another day. Thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks for coming, and thanks for joining us. I'm really glad you joined us. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, and you'll be just like Bob Ross.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.